yeah, like I am worried about the long-term effects of it. Just yesterday, I think UBS, Nike's stock is Nike's production, Nike's revenue and has been really down, and Nike's stock has been obliterated over the last 24 months or so, 18 to 24 months. And this analyst at UBS, and by the way, the analyst at UBS doesn't care. Like, they're not trying to get aggregated. They're not trying to go viral. They're writing to their investors. And they basically said that part of the reason that Nike is selling fewer basketball shoes is that basketball players aren't as popular as they used to be. And so, like, that is the reason that is worth paying attention to, is because that's an independent arbiter who only cares about the data. And that's science too. But, Nike can look at it and say, this is a problem. Our stock is down. Our revenue is down. Like, Nike's like, we got a problem here. The NBA is like, our stock is up enormously. Our revenue is up enormously. Don't tell us about a problem.
So Nike having some issues selling shoes, and now it's going around that they saying that NBA stars are not popular enough is why they losing money selling shoes. And it's never the honesty from these companies. It's never that the prices are too high. It's never the fact that they shoe designs is trash. The only thing that really sell is retros. Even if the first ain't true about the prices being too high, people still paying dollars for re-release Jordans. Y'all designs are trash, but also maybe the players ain't as popular no more because the sport ain't as popular no more. So what they really trying to get at is that the NBA ain't popular no more. And check out the NBA Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. And, what's so interesting about that point, the NBA got over with that new TV deal, with Prime and Peacock, NBC, because, it's like the NFL with the Sunday ticket. They got over with the Sunday ticket. People forget that. Sunday ticket ain't made their money back. They reported losses in the beginning of the deal. It's too expensive. It's too expensive, and the Trump administration is now saying that gas probably is going to be $3 or above going into 2027. We all know right around Memorial Day, 4th of July, when it get hot, it jump. Prices jump. When it get warm, we all know that. But in general, the NBA ain't as popular no more. Don't nobody really watch that shit no more. It ain't even to the fact. The number one problem isn't even the fact that it's on all these different channels. The problem is the product is unwatchable. It's not a sport. It's a bunch of actors acting for fouls, crying to the referee. Every 2 live minutes, it's a foul. It's a foul. 2 actual minutes, it's a foul. There's more free throws. There's no slam dunks. There's no excitement. A bunch of threes missed. Sometimes it's threes made, but you can make 10 threes in a row. It don't equate to a great slam dunk. The production is trash. Even the new NBC production, that shit is just trash. They used to have monologues before the game started. The commentating seemed forced. The halftime show seemed trash. This honestly, it's just it's all around from production, the refs to star of the shows. It's not equal. The shit seemed rigged. Like Kevin Durant, all of a sudden he get injured right before game 1 from the Lakers. They're trying to force, certain teams to be in the championship. They trying to force it to be an international game. They want Wemby and Shea to be the face of the league. Nobody really buying it. You have to remember, you in America. People want to see people that look like them be the face of their country. America don't give a hell about what's going on outside of America, especially when it's regarding sports. If they did, they wouldn't call the Major League Baseball Dodgers the world champions. They wouldn't call the NFL the world champion. They wouldn't call the NBA championship the Thunder the world champions without having to go out into the world to play. They basically saying this our shit, this all we care about. We the world champions. We the best. We the best. Fuck what y'all think. And now they just so greedy and worried about getting international money, and they're trying to sell international players, whether they darker and look like Shea Gillis-Lee Alexander, or they're lighter and they look like Luka. White or black America ain't buying it. They're not buying into the shoes. They're not buying into the promo. And then you can also make the case to say, well, with celebrities being more accessible online, that's the issue. The main problem is the league sucks. Starting with on the court. The league sucks. Every 2 live minutes, it's a foul. Every minute, if you bump somebody, it's a foul. If the offensive player leans their shoulder into you and flails up, it's a foul on the defender. They can't show emotion out there. You can't celebrate after a dunk or it's a tech. You can't foul or it's a flagrant, or you get thrown out for a flagrant 2 foul. It's not a sport no more. It's actual actors and actresses where the directors are the referees. And then on top of that, you talk about the production value that you get for it. It sucks. The commentator sucks. The production team sucks. The halftime show sucks. The whole thing sucks. You're not getting bang for your buck. What you getting out there is a bunch of feminized males who cry and complain. They're not even out there trying to compete. They have no honor. Their honor is getting to the free throw line 30 times a game. Their honor is shooting a whole bunch of threes and not driving to the paint. You got point guards acting like 2 guards. It's out of sync. They don't run plays. It's crazy. It's a free throw and a 3-point shooting contest. It's a flopping contest. And then you get to the talking about the shoe designs. The shoe designs are trash. I was talking about Donovan Mitchell's signature shoe line with Adidas. Horrible. Why would you even put that bullshit out? And then you look about Nike. Outside of Kevin Durant, LeBron whole shoe line is hot garbage. Has no crossover appeal. I never was a fan of the Kobe's as hoop shoes or as streetwear shoes. Don't like the Kobe's. Kyrie's was probably like the second best shoes they had outside of used to have shit like the Foamposite Tim Duncan's. Used to have the Barclays used to be nice. It used to be a whole bunch of nice shoe lines. Used to be a whole bunch of nice shoe lines. You said you have to earn your shit to be a shoe. Not everybody. What does Zion ever do to get a shoe line? Zion shoes trash. Luka shoes trash. Jason Tatum got one decent shoe. You could have kept that shit. You wasted your money. The designs is trash. Paul George had a couple good shoes, but you could have kept that shoe line too. Ja had one good shoe. The shoe they doing after this Ja shoe is trash. It's utter trash. So the people at Nike, y'all living off retros. The shoe designs are ass. And then you start talking about the players not being as famous as they used to be. The sport is trash. You don't have one American face of the NBA. No matter how much y'all want Wemby to be the face, it ain't gonna work. No matter how much y'all want Shea to be the face, it's not gonna work. But it's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Let me know what you girls and guys think. But it's a plethora of problems. Let me know if y'all think any other problems you believe y'all think is going on with Nike and apparel companies.